Jai Shri Krishna. And the 27th of this month, 2021, we'll be celebrating the Hanuman Jayanti. And I want to, he's a very popular deity, shall I call him. And it is believed that when we pray to Hanuman, whatever you ask for, he grants. The reason being that whenever he asks Ram to grant that boon, Ram always says yes. Now, why does he always say yes? Because all that he did for Shri Ram, he never asked for anything in return, ever. He just said, I have Ram Sita in my heart, and that is enough. I think Sita tried to give him some pearls as a gift, and he said, I don't see Ram and Sita there, so it is of no use to me. So it is believed that whenever you pray to him, he always grants your boon. There is also another belief that he is Rama's brother. Now, how? If you know the story of the Ramayana, you know that kheer was given after a great yajna. The gods were pleased, and they gave kheer to Dashrath, Rama's father, and said, give it to your queens. Looks like a part of it was taken by a bird which dropped on Anjani, who is Hanumanji's sister, and she had that kheer. So some people believe, it is also believed that he is actually Rama's brother. He's called Pavan Putra. Pavan Putra, what does it mean? That he is the son of the wind, of the air, and therefore he's present everywhere. Like it is said in the Hanuman Chalisa, Charo yug par taap tumhara. You are everywhere. Then again, Hanumanji is symbolic of the mind, never still, jumps from branch to branch. And that is what our mind does, isn't it? It's also believed that he wanted to come in the animal form, in a monkey form, so that he could serve Shri Ram. Because there is also a belief that Shri Ram, Isht is Hanumanji's Isht is Shri Ram, that is Vishnu, and Vishnu also worships Shiva, who is also believed that is also Hanumanji's Swarup. And I listen to Murari Bapu sometimes, who is an authority on the Ramayana, and he always says that why you worry about any puja, just do your Hanuman Chalisa, and how it says in the Hanuman Chalisa, Nase Rog Hare Sab Pira. And that he says he takes care of all your illnesses and he removes all your problems. And then it is also said in the Hanuman Chalisa, Bhoot Pishach Nikat Nahi Aaye. So there is no negativity can really touch you. And then for his devotees, he's like a cool wind, but for the evil, he's like a tornado uprooting mighty trees. That's what the wind does. He unites Rama with Sita, Hanumanji. And a lot of people believe that unmarried women should not chant the Hanuman Chalisa. But I have heard from Murari Bapu himself that there's no such thing. In fact, he unites Rama and Sita, doesn't he? And also, there is a lot of spiritual symbolisms in the Ramayana. To reach towards Sita, when he went and he crossed the ocean of Sansara, he had forgotten that he could fly. And it's Jamvant who reminds him that you can fly. And that is also what is reminded to us all the time, that you are capable of great things. You are made in the image of God. When he reached Sita, he was light in weight. That means when he went near Sita and Ashok Vatika, he's light in weight. That means he went without his ego. But when he tried to uproot the trees in anger, or burnt Lanka, at that time he was powerful. So there is a time to show your strength, and there is a time to be humble. He applies sindoor because Sita said that sindoor pleases Sri Ram and increases his life. So he said, then why don't I put sindoor all over my body? And then also there is some other symbolisms that when he crosses the ocean to get to Sita, he encounters various demonesses, which, if you look at it symbolically, one encounters these demonesses as one progresses in the spiritual path. The golden mountain told Hanumanji to rest, and that means the material temptations, that you're going on a certain errand, just stay and rest. But Hanumanji says, I will rest, but after I have done what I was meant to do, and that is what we need to do too. And there was another demoness who wanted to devour him. And I like to believe that that is what happens when you enter the spiritual path. Then people kind of always make fun of you and say, well, you think you know so much and you are so knowledgeable, and they want to devour you. And at that time, Hanumanji became bigger than the mouth of the demoness, which means that you just have to ignore such things and just keep moving wherever you are moving. So yes, there is so much more to Hanumanji. There is also a belief that a demoness attacked shadows of victims because she was interested only attacking those who flew high. And Hanumanji gave a mukka, with his fist. He kind of defeated her. So there's so much to Hanumanji, and I like to believe that he's there to help us whenever we want. He's also one of those who are the immortals mentioned in our scriptures, that there is no such thing as death recorded in the case of Hanumanji. So he's always living. But then when you look at him as the wind, Pavan Putra, he's still with us, isn't he? So think about it on Hanuman Jayanti, and chant your Hanuman Chalisas, think of him, and stay safe, and you take care, and God bless.